What if I tell you humans actually share some DNA with bananas? This surprising fact sounds strange at first, but science confirms it is real. Scientists discovered that humans share around 60% DNA with bananas. Many people misunderstand what this genetic similarity truly means. It definitely does not mean humans are somehow related to bananas. It simply means some basic genes perform similar biological functions. DNA is the genetic code that controls how living organisms grow and survive. Every plant, animal, and human being contains DNA inside their cells. DNA works like a set of biological instructions for life. These instructions tell cells how to grow, function, and repair themselves. Humans have trillions of cells working together inside the body. Each of those cells contains important genetic information called DNA. Plants also have cells that store their own genetic instructions. Even a simple fruit like a banana contains complex DNA. Scientists study DNA carefully to understand how life works. They compare DNA between different species across the planet. These comparisons reveal surprising connections between living organisms. Humans share DNA with many different animals and plants. For example, humans share a large amount of DNA with mice. Humans also share DNA with dogs, cats, and other mammals. Surprisingly, humans even share genetic similarities with plants. Bananas are one interesting example scientists often discuss. Around 60% of banana genes are similar to human genes. However, these genes perform very basic cellular functions. They control simple processes needed for cells to survive. One example is energy production inside living cells. Another example is how cells repair damage naturally. These processes happen in almost all living organisms. That is why certain genes appear very similar. Life on Earth evolved from ancient biological origins. This means many species share very old genetic traits. Over millions of years, species slowly changed and evolved. But some important genes remained similar in many organisms. These genes help cells survive and perform essential tasks. Scientists call these shared genes fundamental genes. Fundamental genes are extremely important for life itself. Without them, cells would not function properly. This is why humans, plants, and animals share certain DNA. However, humans are still very different from bananas. Most human DNA is completely unique to humans. These unique genes control advanced human characteristics. One example is the development of the human brain. Another example is the ability to speak complex language. Humans also have genes related to intelligence and creativity. Bananas obviously do not have these complex abilities. Plants and humans follow very different biological systems, but they still share some simple genetic instructions. These similarities reveal the deep connection of life. Scientists explain this concept using evolutionary biology. Evolution describes how species slowly change over time. DNA comparisons help scientists understand evolutionary relationships. It shows how different organisms are connected in history. Some animals share much more DNA with humans. For example, humans share about 98% DNA with chimpanzees. This shows humans and chimpanzees are closely related species, but bananas are very distant relatives in evolution. The 60% similarity refers only to certain genes. These genes perform simple tasks inside cells. Every living organism needs these tasks to survive. That is why those genes appear similar. DNA research has completely transformed modern science. Scientists can now study life at the microscopic level. This knowledge helps doctors understand diseases better. DNA research also helps scientists develop new medicines. Genetic science also improves agriculture and farming. Scientists use DNA knowledge to grow stronger crops. Understanding genetics also protects endangered animal species. DNA can even help scientists study ancient life forms. Fossil DNA reveals secrets about prehistoric animals. The science of genetics continues advancing rapidly. New discoveries appear in this field every year. Many mysteries about DNA still remain unsolved. The human genome contains billions of genetic letters. Scientists spent many years mapping the human genome. This project revealed many secrets about human biology. Yet scientists still have much more to learn. The connection between species is one fascinating discovery. It shows that life on Earth shares common origins. Plants, animals, and humans are all part of nature. DNA connects all living organisms in surprising ways. This fact reminds us how complex life truly is. Even a simple banana shares some genes with humans. Science often reveals facts that sound unbelievable, but these discoveries help us understand life better. Learning about DNA changes how we see the world. It shows how deeply connected living things really are. The study of genetics continues to grow every year. Scientists keep discovering new information about DNA. Future research may reveal even more surprising connections. The world of genetics is full of fascinating mysteries. Amazing facts like this show how incredible science can be. Sometimes the truth sounds stranger than fiction. But that is what makes science exciting and interesting. There are many more incredible facts about the human body, and many mysteries about life waiting to be discovered. Curiosity encourages us to explore these amazing topics. Learning new facts keeps our minds active and curious. Science continues evolving with every new discovery. The more we learn, the more amazing life becomes. If you enjoyed this fascinating fact, please like and subscribe.